At 6:42 in the morning, before your feet hit the floor, before your coffee finishes brewing, your thumb is already scrolling. A stream of videos, headlines, photos, jokes, arguments, breaking news. It feels effortless, like the internet simply flows toward you. But behind every post you see, there are thousands you never will. Invisible calculations are happening every second. Machines sorting through oceans of information, deciding what deserves your attention and what doesn't. The internet looks chaotic from the outside, but what you experience each day is carefully filtered, ranked, and delivered. Not randomly, not equally, but by a system designed to predict you. So here's the real question. Who decides what you see online? Is it the platform? Is it the creator? Is it trending culture? Or is it something far more complex? A constantly evolving system that studies human behavior in real time. Behind every social media feed, search result, and recommended video is a set of algorithms engineered to answer one fundamental question. What will keep you looking at the screen the longest? So how does your phone choose those 20 posts you scroll through in the first 5 minutes of your day? It chooses based on you, not the version of you that you present to the world, not the version you think you are, but the digital shadow of you, the one built from every tap, pause, like, share, comment, search, and even every second you hesitate while watching a video. The system is called an algorithm, and it's watching, not in a creepy, cinematic way, not someone sitting in a dark room staring at your profile. It's math, patterns, predictions, code. But code that understands behavior better than most humans do. It knows how long you paused on that emotional video. It knows you scrolled past that political post faster than usual. It noticed you replayed that song twice. It counted how many times you zoomed in on a photo. And slowly, quietly, it builds a profile. To understand how powerful these algorithms are, you have to understand the scale they operate on. Every second, billions of pieces of content are competing for your attention. Photos uploaded in Tokyo, tweets sent from New York, videos filmed in a small village somewhere you've never heard of, podcasts recorded at midnight, news breaking in real time. The internet is not a calm ocean, it's a raging storm of information. Billions of people are creating content simultaneously. No human team could ever sort through this flood of information. So platforms rely on automated ranking systems. Massive distributed computing networks analyze everything from user interactions, viewing patterns, engagement signals, trending topics, and geographic patterns, all within milliseconds. The result is a personalized information stream that feels natural, but is anything but random. Social media algorithms have evolved quickly. Before 2015, feeds were chronological. By 2019, they prioritized engagement likes, shares, and watch time. AI then enabled predictive feeds, and since 2025, feeds have provided real-time personalization, adapting as users scroll. Algorithms rely on machine learning models trained on enormous datasets, and sometimes those models fail. In 2016, researchers found recommendation systems unintentionally promoting misinformation and conspiracy content because those posts generated strong engagement. The system didn't understand truth or accuracy. It only understood interaction. If people clicked it, shared it, argued about it, the algorithm learned to push it further. Sometimes small design decisions inside these models can ripple outward into global cultural effects. When billions of people rely on the same information pipelines, tiny biases become amplified at massive scale. Think about it. Music trends rise and fall because algorithms push certain sounds. Unknown creators become global stars overnight because the system tested their content on small audiences and saw strong reactions. News spreads faster than ever, sometimes before it's verified, because emotionally charged stories travel further. The system doesn't ask, is this true? It asks, will people interact with this? This is how digital reality forms. The algorithm follows the signals we send. And that is the quiet truth most people don't realize. You are training it. Every single day. Behind the algorithms are human engineers. Data scientists are constantly adjusting these systems, tuning parameters that affect what billions of users experience. They run experiments continuously looking for the right algorithm version. One version of the algorithm might show slightly different content to millions of users to see how behavior changes. Did people stay longer? Did they share more? Did they return tomorrow? These are the metrics platforms measure. Because in the digital economy, attention is currency, and algorithms are designed to maximize it. But humans designing these systems face a difficult challenge. Human behavior is unpredictable. What makes people stay online often isn't calm, balanced information. It's emotion, surprise, conflict, curiosity, and the algorithm learns that quickly. Now imagine billions of people receiving personalized information streams. Two users search for the same topic, but their history, location, behavior, and interests are different. So, the system shows them different results, different articles, different perspectives, different realities. Over time, this creates what researchers call information bubbles, where people increasingly see content that reinforces what they already believe, not because the system has opinions, but because it's optimized. Optimized for growth, optimized for retention, optimized for engagement. And that optimization shapes culture. Governments, advertisers, political campaigns, media companies, and creators all compete for influence within these algorithms. Advertising alone represents hundreds of billions of dollars. Brands and creators study how recommendation systems work. Entire industries exist just to understand how to make content that the algorithm will promote. Because once a platform system identifies something as highly engaging, it can spread across the world in hours. But here's something almost no one thinks about. All of this, the algorithms, the feeds, the digital culture, relies on something incredibly fragile: electricity and internet connectivity. The internet feels permanent, but it exists inside physical infrastructure: data centers, fiber optic cables, satellite links, power grids. If those systems fail, the algorithms disappear instantly. Entire platforms run inside enormous data centers, consuming massive amounts of energy. Some of the largest facilities draw as much power as small cities. Without electricity, the system that decides what you see online stops existing. Which raises a bigger engineering question. How resilient is the digital world we rely on every day? By the way, if you enjoy breaking down the hidden systems that keep our modern world running, from power grids to internet infrastructure to global logistics, make sure to subscribe to Engineering Your World. Every episode explores the unseen engineering that shapes our daily lives. Now let's get back to the systems shaping what you see online. The companies operating these platforms know how critical uptime is, so they build enormous redundancy into their infrastructure. Major data centers often include backup generators, multiple power feeds, battery systems, redundant cooling, and mirrored servers in different regions. If one data center fails, traffic can be redirected to another facility thousands of miles away. Cloud networks like those operated by companies such as Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, and Microsoft Azure distribute computing workloads globally. This architecture helps keep the algorithms running 24 hours a day. But even resilient systems can fail. In October 2021, a configuration error inside Meta platforms caused a global outage affecting services like Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. For several hours, billions of users were disconnected. Businesses relying on those platforms lost communication channels. Creators lost distribution. And the algorithm that controlled billions of feeds simply vanished. It was a reminder that the digital systems shaping modern culture rely on extremely complex infrastructure. A single technical error can cascade across the entire world. So engineers constantly build safeguards into these systems. Modern recommendation algorithms often include multiple scoring models evaluating content differently, safety filters, and automated systems that can detect harmful or misleading information. Human moderation teams, comprising thousands of reviewers, evaluate edge cases that algorithms may overlook. Machine learning models themselves are also retrained constantly. Every day they analyze trillions of interactions. Every click, every share, every second of watch time, all feeding back into the algorithm. In a sense, the system is learning from humanity continuously. Which brings us to the most surprising part of all. The algorithm that decides what you see online is actually learning from you. Every time you scroll past something, every time you pause on a video, every time you comment, like, or share, you are training the system. Billions of users are sending feedback signals simultaneously. The algorithm doesn't create culture from nothing. It amplifies what people respond to. If outrage spreads faster than calm discussion, outrage spreads. If humor spreads faster than nuance, humor dominates. If thoughtful content earns attention, the system learns to show more of it. In other words, the internet we experience every day reflects collective human behavior. Algorithms shape culture, but culture also shapes the algorithm. So the next time you open your phone and start scrolling, remember something. What you're seeing isn't random. It's calculated, predicted, and optimized. Every tap you make is also a signal, a vote, a tiny piece of data shaping what billions of people may see tomorrow, which means the system deciding what you see online is also quietly learning who we are. And the future of the digital world may depend on the signals we choose to send.